Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. For my other videos, kindly refer to the links given in the description below. In this video, I am going to explain how to use acronym package with LaTeX. Let us now consider a text file with a document class article, use package acronym, and then here I would like to use an acronym IC, and the command is /AC within curly braces IC. IC is given like this in the environment acronym acro IC followed by the square brackets in which we give the shorter form and then followed by the longer form in the curly braces. Similarly, we can also define other acronyms MP, FBI, etc. etc. All of them are available in the acronym environment. Now let us compile this file, and then the output is like this. IC is used, etc. In the first case I have used IC as such. Only here I have used the acronym command /ACIC. When you use it for the first time, you will have the full form followed by the shorter form within the parentheses. Let us say here we have like this. You will find IC command produces integrated circuit at the end of the first line and the shorter form at the beginning of the next line. Suppose we were to give a penalty like this 1, then this is what you have. Instead, if you change the penalty to 4, then you will find the longer form integrated circuit is now hyphenated like this. Whenever you encounter such a form towards the end of the line, you may change the penalty from 1 to 4 as the case may be. Right. In general, if you use the command like this, in the first instance, you will have longer form followed by the shorter form within parentheses, and in all subsequent occurrences, you will have only shorter forms available throughout. Now, suppose you want to have shorter form plural of IC and then longer form plural of IC. Then you will find S is added at the end in both the cases. IC's integrated circuits. This is alright. Now let us consider the same thing for AC shorter form plural for MP and longer form plural for MP. Then you will find in the first case MP followed by S. This is alright. In the second case, as per the package, automatically S is added at the end. This is what many politicians would like to have. Member of many parliaments. But actually this is wrong in the language. Therefore, in such cases, what you have to do is, you have to define acro plural form for MP. Shorter form is MP followed by S. Longer form is members of parliament and not member of parliaments. Right. When you compile it first time, there will be no change. When you compile it for the second time, you will find the plural form is okay. Similarly, suppose you have IAC FBI agent has, something like this. Then a Federal Bureau of Investigation FBI agent has. This sentence is correct. Consider the next occurrence. The next occurrence, it will be only the abbreviated form will appear here. A FBI agent has. This is wrong. Actually, this has to be an FBI agent. In such cases, you can give acro indefinite FBI and A, compile it once, the output remains the same, compile it once again, you will find this is alright. Now, let us say you are not satisfied with the format of these acronyms. They doesn't seem to be appealing. What you can do is, here you can say within option bracket the longest label PCNA. Then you will find this is properly aligned. Again, you can have an option like this, footnote for the package. In that case, you will find here 1 in the superscript and here 2 in the superscript. They will appear as footnotes. This is rarely used. There is another option, smaller, again that is not very much used. Print only used. This option will be very useful. Here we have used only 3 acronyms, IC, MP, FBI, only 3. Only those 3 will be listed here, even though here we have got in the text file, in the acronym environment, we have got a larger number of them. What I would suggest is, you can treat this almost like a BIP file. In the case of BibTeX, in the BIP file you have got so many entries, but in the LaTeX file you are going to use only few of them. Similarly, you can have a file with all acronyms, and here you may use only the relevant ones suitable for the particular paper with the option print only use. Again, suppose you say print only use and another option with page. You will find here you have the page numbers are also available. This will be available. And again, one more option is no list. Suppose you don't want to have the list of acronyms at the end of your document, you can say no list. However, suppose you want to have the list of acronyms available in your document. At the same time, you would like to have a particular acronym not to appear in the list. Let us say, in that case you can use acrodef MK, shorter form is capital MK, longer form is M. Kalidas, myself. Here you may use in the first run, there may be garbage in the output, doesn't matter, compile it once again, this will be alright. Remember, when you use acrodef, it is not given in the list. In such cases, acrodef is useful. One of the major problems with this package is, this does not give the name for this list, that you have to give manually. Let us say section star acronym. Then you will have a title for this list. Another problem is, let us remove this option. So that all the acronyms is available here. The acronyms are not sorted. You have to do the sorting manually. You have to compare this behavior with the NomenCL package and glossaries package behavior. They use Perl program to sort, but acronym does not use such a sorting. Therefore, you have to sort this manually. Thank you for watching. We shall continue in the next video.